All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some room to maneuver. Cook able to escape. A big play there out of Cook. 51 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Wrong. 11 speed. Regular.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, it's Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A shotgun snap for Love. Jordan Reed has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, Mexico!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt. Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On first down, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done. Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count. And a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, it's Long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Now it's Locke. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Watson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw, Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Willie Henry able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Crowder now to return. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, an even 90 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Stacy Coley on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Buying time to his left, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson now on second down. From the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. first down. It's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Richmond.
Watson now to throw on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson able to drop him for a loss of 4. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the 50, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets his running back, Procise. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to air one out. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Tavecchio is good. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Then we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This one taken just inside the 10. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Locke. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 17 yards out. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now running right through it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Come back.
A 10th carry of the game for Carr. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Target.
Watson on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Willie Henry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Crowder. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Car.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back 22.
Again, this is Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of a yard. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 25 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Watson operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup cornerback. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come back, come back.
Watson looks to throw again. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Jamar Taylor will be credited with the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Throwing is low. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Over the middle. Cooper with it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Texans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Watson is going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Green the line! Green the line! Richmond!
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
On.
Here's Locke. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And now out comes Houston. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Again, it's Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, here's Kamara. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.